At the beginning of every week, I make my way out to the freezer and take out the meat I want to use for the upcoming week. By doing this, I make certain that there is always something defrosted and ready to cook. Lou and I, we don't eat out very often, mostly because I don't know what is in the foods that they serve. I've grown very sensitive to certain ingredients like those nasty seed oils, and they are everywhere. You know, it is really very sad that it's come to this. Living a cleaner lifestyle with our food is a conscious decision. We buy local organic meats and vegetables whenever we can, and farm fresh eggs. Since our recent move to the country, we have discovered so many local farms. It is really wonderful, and I look forward to working with them. I try to buy local whenever I can and support our local farmers. We will have dinner ready now for the week. I try to take out about 5 or 6 pieces of meat, whether it's steaks or ground beef or roast. And that will keep us going for an entire week, and the meat is on the ready. We have a big job ahead of us today. We are cleaning up and setting up our summer house, our screened-in porch. We are so blessed to have another one. We have had 3 in our 38 years together, and we enjoy being out on the porch so much. That's why I try to bring the inside out and make it as homey and comfortable and friendly as possible for family and friends. I'm preparing a large breakfast for us today. I grabbed a package of 2 tiny filet mignons, keeping it simple with just a little salt and pepper, and I'm frying them up and serving them with some farm fresh eggs that I just picked up this morning, and my probiotic-rich fermented cabbage, which is otherwise known as sauerkraut. We have sauerkraut with every single meal. This should give us the strength we need to accomplish all the things that we want to get done today. Now, this is not a typical or usual breakfast for us. Yeah, we have eggs a lot, but usually it's just eggs, maybe a little slice of a sourdough bread or something, but that's about it, with some coffee and some cream. And sometimes I just drink coffee and cream, that's it. Or sometimes I choose to fast, go like a 12-hour fast, a 16 or an 18-hour fast. I think that's about as far as I have been able to go. So that filet mignon is not on the breakfast menu. Actually, this is the first time I've ever made that for breakfast, so it was kind of a special treat. But I had a package left over and defrosted from last week's meat that I took out of the freezer. So I really needed to use it up, and let me tell you, it was so delicious. The first thing we always do is put down some outdoor carpet. We purchased it at Lowe's, and they will cut it to order. Just pick the carpet you want. They're these great big massive rolls of carpet, and they'll cut it to the size that you want it. I think the length that they have there in the store is 12 feet, and then you just make it as long as you need it. We just come home and we cut it up, as you will see. But outdoor carpet outside in a wall-to-wall fashion just looks so beautiful. I like the look of that wall-to-wall rather than a smaller carpet you can buy. I'll admit that would be a whole lot easier to throw down, but custom cutting it just looks so much nicer. and more like a room in the house, an extended room in the house. This carpet will last a lifetime. If something spills on it, you can just simply get the hose out and hose it down. It's very inexpensive too, but I will say they don't make it like they used to. It's a bit thin. It's a lot thinner than I remember it being, in years ago. But I still think it's going to be just what we want out here. We worked hard for a couple hours trying to fit it just right, but it was a beautiful day and we enjoyed every bit of it being out there together. It's always a rewarding feeling to get something done that is on the list, if you know what I mean. There's always a list. I checked and I rechecked every corner to be sure it was going to lay down nice and smooth. It's worth taking your time to be sure it's done right so that the carpet won't buckle or it won't bunch up somewhere in years to come. We took turns cutting. Lou liked using the razor cutter and I preferred using the scissors. It's very easy to cut and lay down. There aren't many color choices that you have these days, but we really like the earthy outside brown tones. It will go with any color decor that you are using. This old dresser I bought off Facebook last year for $40. I think I spent $40. It's old, but it's in really good condition. But not so much so that if something happened to it out there, if it got wet or damaged or whatever, it would still be okay. But it gives me the look that I want for just $40. But it gives such a warm, homey atmosphere, especially at night when you have a little lamp out there you can turn on. It's just so warm and just so friendly. It's great storage as well. I put my tablecloths in there and anything that I need out there, a little bug spray if some bug happens to come out on the porch. I really don't like using bug spray, but on the occasion, if it's a bee or something, I don't want to fool around with that. I'm on the hunt for some new chairs for around the table, and I hope that I find them soon. We put up our lights, which we love, and arranged the furniture. The shape of this porch is a little bit different with the bump out, that little bump out there where the table goes. That's from the fireplace inside the family room. We've never had that before on a porch. Every porch we've had has been a perfect rectangle. This, because of that cutout, was a little bit more of a challenge, but it was very, very doable. In the end, it turned out lovely, and we were so happy to be able to enjoy warm, beautiful nights on our summer house, in our farmhouse in the forest. There's something special about the sound of the frogs at night. You know what I mean? Do you have that where you are? Do you have those frogs at night? I think they're the tree frogs. And then occasionally we get that distant moo from a cow from the farm behind us. It just puts a smile on my face and makes me so eternally grateful for all that the Lord has blessed us with. Sure wish you all could come and join me and sit out here and chat. Just think about all the world's problems we would solve together. Tonight I'm cooking up some ground beef. I just use a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper and a little onion and garlic powder. I usually keep all my seasonings very, very simple. I really like the joy of the meat or the seafood or whatever it is we're eating, the chicken. I really like the flavor of the meat to shine through. And, you know, the real true taste of the beef. I use a little bit of butter as well in the pan. While those fry up, I'm putting together some asparagus to steam. Did you know asparagus is wonderful for your kidney health? I just heard that lately. I love asparagus. I could eat it just about every night. I prepare our before dinner drink of water and vinegar to help with digestion and keeping sugar levels lowered. We were a little extra hungry tonight, which is unusual for us. So I decided at the last minute, after I took the hamburgers out of the hot pan, I decided to cook up a little bit of shrimp. I just throw them right in the hot pan with the meat juices and the butter. And I have to tell you, they were so delicious. We love shrimp. I don't usually do a meat and shrimp. It's usually one or the other. Occasionally I might throw in a few little shrimps, but for the most part, shrimp would be a main meal and beef would be a main meal. But they sure are good together, aren't they? It was a simple supper, a very easy to prepare supper, but it was packed with protein and flavor. We enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you for being with me today on Super at 60. Please press the like button and be sure you are subscribed to my channel. Join me again soon in my next exciting video here in our farmhouse in the forest. Bye now, and Lord bless.